This is Tim J. Myers. I'm a writer, storyteller, a visual artist, and songwriter, also a senior lecturer at Santa Clara University. I am delighted and honored that Janie Royal of Regal House took and published my book, Down in the White of the Tree, Spiritual Poems. Hold it up there more prominently, see if I can get it to look normal. And I'd like to just read a few quick poems from the book to you right now. I am really appreciative of Janie and actually Janie and all her people. Also, I admire the way that they are providing some of these things during the pandemic, things that people who are obviously going through the whole quarantine thing can utilize. And there I've just used a word utilize that I tell my writing students not to use very often, so I'm being a hypocrite. This first poem is called At the Edge. At the edge of the cemetery, where row on fetid row of the empty, distorted forms lie blank and dissolving in long boxes, backward seeds buried in dark earth. At cemetery edge, she leans over them, as lover might lean over beloved in desire. A tulip tree, newly flowering, headless goddess strewing unspeakable perfections, the deep bruised purple and pink white of her blossoms. Heedless of all, she stands, mute, fierce, lovely beyond telling. Black trunk and black uplifted multitudinous arms, dancer to the music of nothingness, in blind ecstasy, flinging so much over the grimed, carved stones. And neither the dead nor the living see her, though she showers down her gifts with the profligacy of love. Neither the dead nor the living, though from time to time someone glances over while hurrying past. The second of the three poems I would love to read, or that's not the way to say that, I would like to read, will read, is called March Night. I find that spirituality is something that we come to in extremis when people have great need and great suffering. It's a very natural human response to seek the spiritual. Not everyone does, of course. Some people reject it. But I also find that we come to the spiritual through the ordinary, and that's something that's not always emphasized and not fully appreciated, I think. March Night is about how the garden variety contentedness or peacefulness that we can experience sometimes is also linked to these profound questions. March Night. There is such peace in the night sky, such ease of planets and numberless stars, such tranquil, infinite volumes, that all my yearning hovers and rests. There is such sleep. Night after night, a dark washing and soothing, a healing each dawn completes. This peace torments me more than all my fears. It drives me, after soothing me, to seek and find its source, this cool dream of the universe, this nameless peace. If you're interested, my website is here's where I do my little promo thing, www.timmyers, that's M-Y-E-R-S, Story Song, Tim Myers Story Song, all one word, of course, .com. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter, at Tim Myers Story Song. I'd like to dedicate this last poem to all the people who are on the front lines of the pandemic, the first responders, the grocers, the healthcare workers, the doctors and nurses, obviously healthcare workers, the mechanics who are keeping vehicles running, the people who are creating the products that we need, the essential products, so many people working so hard. It's quite moving to me how many people have stepped up in this time. Apple trees in early winter. They stand. That's the thing of it. gnarled into shapes like Constantine wire, dark, bold, and scraggly, with those few leaves not yet ripped away by wind's ungainly wrath. They stand. Here and there a single apple hangs, the red of it forlorn in a graying world, juice now past its sweetness. The farmer rarely comes to the orchard now. If only I could get the trick of this standing, this silent patience. Sadness in the winter landscape weighs nothing to them, it seems. Can't darken their lives, whatever thoughts in the slow, deep sap they think. See, they must have bound themselves over in service to something deeper. Thank you all.